Hey guys, welcome to today's video where I will be basically starting a new series on how to create chatbots smarter but also faster, because there are a lot of ways to do so, and I'm going to show you how I did it and how basically I'm still doing it. And there are a few ways that you can speed up that process as well. So I want to basically save you the time of setting all these things up and figuring out by yourself, right? And just show you the smarter way to do it. So as you can see inside of UChat, you have an automations tab on the left hand side where you will be able to set up a few keywords. So this is not part of the faster way to create smarter chatbots. This is just a way for me to implement a few sections like FAQ, stop, unsubscribe, menu items and stuff like that. Not really questions and not really responses that a chatbot should give according to those questions. Just basically shortcuts to different sections inside my chatbot. So today I'm not going to talk about the keywords inside of UChat or any chatbot builder for that matter. The thing that will make your chatbot much smaller and really fast is by implementing Dialogflow. And I will skip on basically how to connect and how to integrate Dialogflow with UChat. I will link a few videos down in the video description where you will be able to see how you can do this with a single training agent as well as with multiple training agents if you want to import those inside of one workspace. So I will list those videos down below and you can just basically watch them at your own convenience. But once you have integrated with them, basically what you will need to do inside this automations tab, and that's why I also opened this up, is to set your default reply to basically match the training agent. Instead of going towards a specific subflow, you're going to match it towards your training agent. So if I want to redo this, let's just unlink it. And as you can see, you will see that the changes have been successfully saved. But if I want to set up my default reply, and basically for anyone who does not know what a default reply is, basically anytime a chatbot is not able to respond to a user's input, this default reply will be triggered. And to prevent basically a chatbot from responding with the same message every single time, you can set up a Dialogflow instead. So we are going to choose a subflow, and on the subflow level, if you have integrated Dialogflow successfully, you will also have your Dialogflow agents on top. I will choose my main one, and basically this will allow me to, every time my chatbot is not able to understand the user's text input, right, or a voice input for that matter, then it will redirect back towards my Dialogflow training agent. Dialogflow will search their intent database, which I trained them to, and if something is matching, then it will basically send a reply back towards the user. So that is in short how Dialogflow works. But Dialogflow is also better at understanding the context rather than just a regular chatbot platform, right? So that is why you will need to integrate Dialogflow. The only thing is, if you go back inside of Dialogflow, you will see I have a lot of intents, and intents are basically the training sections inside your chatbot, where each intent will contain different training phrases to understand the context of a user's inquiry, right? So if I go towards the question section, you will see that I put in a few training phrases. Where can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Can you help me? I need help. Can you help me? Hey Mark, I just need an additional question. Can I know more about the API? Can I do the webhook from UChat, etc.? This actually is not my manual input, but directly taken from a response that I received inside of a chatbot. And that is what I want to show you today. How to do that, right? So normally you train your Dialogflow training agent with intents, you set up different kinds of training phrases, and then you will have a certain response. Inside the response, you will be able to basically either go with a text response that you can set up inside of Dialogflow yourself, or you can go with a custom response. And a custom response is basically a custom payload, which will allow you to go towards any specific block inside of your chatbot flows, which is a huge advantage because you don't only basically you are able to send them to a specific flow, but now also to any node inside of that flow. So you can set up a really specific response for this. And that is what you can do with this Dialogflow custom payload. This means that this go-to goes towards a specific block that is named acquaintance in this case. And if the minimum score, which is now set to 0.8, is not met and it's lower than that, it will go towards a fallback block, basically a fallback node inside of your chatbot. The way this works is it can be really time consuming to set up all those training phrases. And even though you trained your chatbot to handle a lot of responses, this one has 2 pages of it, right? So if I scroll through them, you will see a few more. But still the chatbot is not always able to respond, and you go in and you manually type those sentences in. But in this case, there's a much faster way. And I'm going to show you. Inside of Dialogflow, you have a section called training. So if you go towards the training section, let's go OK. You will see that you will have conversations basically being pulled in from the chatbot. And some are responded to, some are not responded to. And basically, these are the sections that you can quickly add towards your intent. So if we basically go and customize the time frame, let's go with, let's say, October 1st up till today, you will see that we have quite a few responses that we can implement, right? So if we go towards the first one, where to get access to all of your content, we can see that the user says where to get access to all of your content, where to find your channel, is there a video that I can watch about Google Sheets. So inside of here, you can basically see the context of the sentence, right? But now you can also see the intent that Dialogflow wants to basically pull in. And this intent is not really the correct one. So where to get access to all your content, and then the intent wanting to be triggered is user cannot sleep. So that of course is not the correct intent, but you can actually press on this intent and then access any intent that you have inside of your current training agent. So this way, so let's say access to all your content, right? Let's go and see if I can match that with something. So you can either search through the entire list, or you can basically go and type something in. So all of my content is inside my membership. And in this case, a user might request content about videos or workshops. Basically, templates and workshops go towards the exact same intent. So what I could do is just type workshops, and you will see the intent showing up. I can now access this, and there we go. It's now changed to intent workshops, and I can now approve this, add intent to workshops. Then we have where to find your channel, and this is not something that I already pulled up, and I can actually create a new intent directly on the spot. So if I say create new intent, I can say give the intent a name, right? So we can say channel info, and actually better yet, we can say YouTube channel info, and just press enter. And now we have the intent YouTube channel info, and we can just go down the list this way. Is there a video I can watch about Google Sheets? Now that I created that intent, I can just go with that intent name, YouTube channel info, because I have all those videos inside of my own channel. If I can say, if I'm done with these sections, I can basically go and say approve. This means that these sections have now been created. If I go inside the intents, and I'm going to search for the intent that I created, as you can see here, we now have where to find your channel. Is there a video I can watch about Google Sheets? And you can do a few more. Now, instead of me setting up a custom payload directly right now, I'm going to set up a text response for now, right? So what I could do is something like, I have my own YouTube channel where I share all of these videos. do take a look at. And let's grab a quick preview link. So I will just grab it from my Switchy account because I have a shortened link, which also subscribes them towards the channel if they are not subscribed yet. So what I will do is I will just grab this link and put it directly inside of here. There we go. And let's press save. And if I go towards my chatbot right now, so let's say where to find your channel, right? Let's press save one more time. Let's go towards my chatbot and let's ask that exact same question. Of course, you will need to train with a few more training phrases, but if we say continue conversation and let's say where to find your channel, it should come up. As you can see here, I have my own YouTube channel where I share all of these videos. Do take a look. Then you can go towards that YouTube channel and there we have it. You are arriving at my channel. So how cool is this that you can just go inside the training section, basically take a look at all the conversations. The ones that are marked with a check mark are the ones that you already approved, but you can just go in where to find your channel, right? We can just approve this. There we go. I just typed this in today, just inside the chatbot currently. If we say hi there, we can match that with greetings, hello. So in this instance, Dialogflow has basically determined the proper intent. So we can just press check mark, approve. And the email is good, but does not verify with email bouncer for some reason. So this is actually basically a conversation that a user had with a chatbot. And I do not have a proper intent for this to set up, right? So what I can do is I can just go with the intent and create a new intent and then respond properly towards these users. I can build a few more training phrases and come up with a proper response this way. And this is one of the ways that you can train your chatbot much faster. Instead of basically inserting all those training phrases yourself, you can just go towards the training section and see the conversations that your chatbot already has with users. So if I adjust the time zone again, basically the date interval, right? If I say from September 1st up till now, you'll see a lot of things that I can still improve. Where can I see templates? If this is not correctly met, this intent, then we can basically go and filter, right? But for now, I can say approve. And if you do this daily, right? If you go through this list daily, you will be able to train your chatbot a lot faster to be able to respond to proper users' inquiries this way. So this was today's video about basically the first video inside the workshop series on how to train your chatbots much faster and become smarter that way at the same time. If you have any questions about this video, about this topic, Dialogflow or stuff like that, do drop it down inside the video comment section and I will try to respond as soon as possible. For now, have a great day, take care and have fun building.